Socrates is often quoted as having said that the unexamined life is not worth living. A more accurate rendering would be that it is not worth living, or it's not livable for man. But what of this unexamined? Exitazo is the verb that is in the Greek. Out of examination, out of an unpacking of life, out of a laying out. What does Socrates really mean here? We may be tempted as moderns to assume that what he's talking about is simply an analysis. You analyze life, you set it up there, and now you can live life. Right? Everything is under control. Everything is, as in a laboratory, perhaps even a cage, everything is explained. There are no troubles, no problems. It's all out there. Easy. Now, that's worth living. It's not worth living with troubles, questions unsolved. And yet, in a classical context, obviously the Platonic dialogue is aphoretic, leaves questions open, or rather it opens us, the readers, to fundamental questions as the bedrock of our experience. In a classical context, the unexamined life is a life that is not lived in the element of reflection. Once you lay bare, right? You expose life, what do you have? Well, you have a kind of garden. Now, from that garden, from that exposure, you have, well, understanding. So, whatever comes out of that exposure is what is ex, right? What comes out of that etazo. That is the understanding. So, life in the element of reflection, life in the element of the understanding too, life of the mind, the life of thought. Thinking is the life that is good for man, that we are born for. It is not a life for brutes. We are not meant for a life that is brutal, that is in the element of compulsion, but one that is lived purely in the element of reflection, and thus open to divine transcendence.